We're going to give it up for the Shades of Blue Ensemble, United States Force Air Force Band.
Well, I'm going to take a moment here to thank one of the individuals that helped us get here tonight, or this afternoon, excuse me. Our sponsor today is Mayor Hakes. Are you over there? You want to step out here? We don't get up here that often. It's not really that far away, but we get tied up so much down in Belleville and Muscuda and that area and everything. And we have this lovely photo for your I Love Me wall. And it's kind of in the backyard there with the arch, and everyone signed it. And we want to thank you so much for inviting us out here. And this is a wonderful place. Even though the sun is starting to reach us right here, we're still enjoying ourselves. And we hope that we can establish a relationship and come back here again sometime.
Well, I'm looking at all the medals on their chest, and I think we ought to design one for the heat and give these guys credit for sitting out here. And I also for you, we appreciate you bearing through this. It's awfully hot out there. I'm going to keep this short and sweet since it's so hot. But I do want to read a proclamation with a little brief history of Alton in case anybody is not from Alton that's here. My name is Tom Hakes. I'm the mayor. And I'll give you a brief history real quick here. But in 1815, a gentleman named Rufus Easton planted a town where the Little Piasaw Creek entered the Mississippi River. And he named this town after his son, Alton. It was just a little bit west of us where they started out with 4 wooden buildings that were built at the cost of $50 apiece. And on July 21st, 1837, the Illinois General Assembly granted a charter to the city of Alton, and John Crum was elected our first mayor. Alton witnessed several important events leading up to the Civil War, and it included the unfortunate murder of Elijah Lovejoy and the Lincoln-Douglas debates, where also the last debate was conducted just a little bit west of here at Lincoln-Douglas Square. Numerous businesses and industries are located in Alton, from everything from a mom-and-pop store to a nationally recognized company. We have 3 historic districts with numerous historic buildings, and they are located in Alton, each with its own unique style and character. Many notable people, including Robert Wadlow, who will be here right after the Shades of Blue get done playing, and Miles Davis was born here. They called this their home. We're very blessed in Alton. We have 3 hospitals dedicated to caring and healing of all Altonians. Alton is home to numerous houses of worship and service organization. These people are all dedicated to improving our lives here in Alton. And we have Marquette Catholic High School and the Alton Public School System. So we're very fortunate. We've got education and we've got health, which are 2 of the first things that people look at when they're moving into the community. Several organizations are dedicated to the arts and entertainment, including the Alton Little Theater, the Kobe Arts Center, the Alton Symphony. They're all located here in Alton. We enjoy outstanding public services. We have a first-class fire department, police department, park and recreation, as you can see here, public works, and code enforcement. Throughout its 175 years, the City of Alton has remained united in our belief in moving Alton forward to a brighter future. And whereas today, July 21st, marks the 175th anniversary of Alton's incorporation as a city, now therefore I, Tom Hanks, Mayor of the City of Alton, Illinois, do hereby proclaim Saturday, July 21st, 2012, as Alton's 175th day in the City of Alton, Illinois. I encourage all citizens to celebrate the history of Alton, and the celebration will occur, which we started here already at the Alton Amphitheater. In witness whereof, I have hereto underset my hand and caused the great seal of the City of Alton, and this is signed by myself, Tom Hanks, and our City Clerk, Mary T. Bowles. Mary and Cindy, would you like to come down and receive this award? This is your City Clerk, who you elected, and your City Treasurer, who you elected. And I'm going to present the proclamation to the girls so they can take back and we'll frame up for City Hall. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you for playing the wonderful music and bearing this heat. Thank you very much. Here you go, lady.
I'd like to say thank you and welcome. This is pretty exciting, 175th anniversary of the City of Alton, and thank you all for coming out. It's so hot today, but I will reserve this and hang it in a precious place in Alton City Hall's municipal building. Thank you again. And thank you as well.
We have 3 actor historians today to share a glimpse of the last few days of Elijah Parish Lovejoy's life. Mark Hilgert, Carrie Miller, and Jeff Pruitt will share their reminiscence with you. Later on in November, the Lovejoy Committee will be putting on an original script about the life and legacy of Mr. Lovejoy called Principles on Trial. It will be done for the entire middle school student population in the Alton schools and a few area churches. So look for that in early November. But right now, gentlemen, would you come to the stage, Mr. Larson Parks and Mr. Elijah P. Lovejoy.
Thank you and welcome. My name is Lawson A. Parks. I've often been asked why, as a native of North Carolina, I was so opposed to slavery. Well, it was because of my association with the Reverend Elijah P. Lovejoy. I was a mere lad of 20 in 1833 when my father and I arrived in the city of St. Louis. My father arranged for me to become an apprentice at the newspaper Mr. Lovejoy published, the St. Louis Observer. And while working there, I did observe many horrible things that occurred to Mr. Lovejoy during his time in that city. As a result of those actions, we decided to remove Mr. Lovejoy and his press here to Alton in January of 1836, a year before Alton became an incorporated city.
Missouri was a slave state as a result of the Missouri Compromise. It recognized the legal right to own slaves. My writings against slavery were not well received. My place of business was vandalized many times, and civic authorities offered me little protection. I wrote in an editorial, the answer to mobs is to enforce the laws. Until then, mobs will continue to destroy, plunder, and burn.
If a war results, it's not a war that we wanted or will have even started. The issues are emotional. Take your press to Northern Alton or Vandalia, the state capital. or even on up to Quincy, they want it. Just do not bring it here. We've already destroyed 3 presses. Do not make us destroy another. If you insist on bringing that 4th press here at all, then you leave us with no other choice. And if you should die, your blood will not be on our hands.
Well, we all know what happened just 5 short days later on November 7th, 1837. A pro-slavery mob, fueled by large quantities of liquor, appeared outside the Godfrey Gilman warehouse on the Alton Riverfront. The mob demanded that Mr. Lovejoy release his press. Mr. Lovejoy and his defenders inside refused. After much negotiation, they broke down. Shots were fired. I remember Dr. Hart so valiantly trying to save the life of the fallen Mr. Bishop, but to no avail. During the turmoil, another round of shots were fired. Lovejoy lay mortally wounded.
These debates lasted 3 hours on one topic. It wasn't a few minutes and then a few more minutes on something else. It was 3 hours solid on one topic, and that was whether slavery should be allowed to be extended into the Western territories and the new states that would come out of those territories. Senator Douglas, in one of those debates, he accused me of being a two-faced politician. Could you imagine that? He's a career politician himself, and he's accusing me of being a two-faced politician. And when it was my turn to speak, I stood up and said, I'll leave it to the audience. If I had another face, do you suppose I'd be using this one?
Every year, Alton Little Theater tries to do at least one family-friendly production. And in fact, the next 2 weekends, we have 8 performances of the energetic show Bye Bye Birdie. So if you haven't found out about that, we have performances Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 7:30 and 2 p.m. matinees. Tickets are $15 for adults and $8 for students. It is a great way to introduce a new generation to musical theater. Last May, we did a charming production of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, and we brought some of those favorite characters back to entertain you this afternoon. Of course, the successful Broadway musical was based on the writings of Mr. Mark Twain, and yes, his book, Life on the Mississippi, was really about his life in a little river town just a little further upstream from here. But I think Hannibal had a lot in common with Alton in terms of the views of our majestic river, our magnificent bluffs, and our mysterious caves. So here to entertain you with some readings and songs concerning Tom Sawyer are Mr. Jim Hendricks as Mark Twain, and performers Carol Griffin, Dakota Turlington, June Elliott, Linda Ferguson, and Ron Tanner. Please help me welcome the performers of Tom Sawyer.
Not that far from here. Just a little piece up the Mississippi, but a lot like Alton. Same majestic bluffs, same enticing caves, the same kind of people, mostly good in them, but a few rascals. I probably fall somewhere between. I started the first 20 years of my life with a different name. But then one day on a lark, I penned a sketch by Mark Twain, which is a riverboat term, meaning 2 fathoms deep. It connotes barely navigable water, a little rough going, I suppose. Of course, I had left home by then, gone out west, been a riverboat captain. And oh, I had a lot of adventures that I wrote about in short stories, and even a mighty popular book or two.
One of Alton's most famous citizens, Robert Wadlow, is immortalized by a life-size statue on College Avenue and in a permanent exhibit at the museum. Today, the museum has asked Alton Little Theater to share a bit of Robert's life that is actually written in a beautiful children's book with a message of tolerance and kindness, a message that Alton Little Theater would like to leave you with today. Please help me welcome real-life mother and daughter Laura and Sydney Chauncey sharing a book about Robert Wadlow.
Hi, Sydney. What'd you learn at school today?
Oh, Mom.
Why the long face? What's the matter?
Well, I just wish I weren't the tallest kid in my class. My friends at school are always teasing me about being up high in the rarefied air.
Well, it sounds to me like they're just a bit jealous. Your friends aren't being cruel, are they?
No, they just know they can get me by teasing me about being so tall.
Well, speaking of tall, do you remember this book? It was one of your favorites when you were a kid.
Sure. This is the one about Robert Wadlow. I can really identify with Robert these days.
Oh, so you think you're going to grow up to be the world's tallest woman and end up in the Guinness Book of World Records?
Mom.
Rolling down a backwoods Tennessee byway, one arm on the wheel. Hold my lover with the other, sweet, soft southern thrill. Worked hard all week, got a little jingle on a Tennessee Saturday. white-tailed buck deer, munching on a clover, red-tailed hawk sitting on a limb, Romeo groundhog, croaking bullfrog, free as a feeling in the wind, homegrown country girl, gonna give me a whirl on a Tennessee Saturday night. Lucky as a sailor, living in heaven with my Dixieland delight. Let me hear you out there. Spend my dollar, barking, holler, neath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, a little turtle loving on a Mason-Dixon night. Fits my life, oh, so right. My Dixieland delight. Put your hands together, let's hear some fiddle. Spend my dollar, barking, holler, neath the mountain moonlight. Hold her up tight, make a little loving, a little trouble loving on a Mason-Dixon night. It's my life, oh, so right. My Dixieland delight. Going out backwoods, Tennessee byway, one arm on the wheel. Hold my lover, with the other, sweet, soft southern thrill. Worked hard all week, got a little jingle on a Tennessee Saturday night. Couldn't feel better, I'm together with my Dixieland delight. With my Dixieland delight, with my Dixieland delight. Enjoy the show, folks. We'll be here for a little while after the show playing music for you, so don't go anywhere. You are listening to the Glendale Riders.
Fireworks are good. Yeah, right.